Hello. This is Naomi and Corvin, aka your barkin' bougie bitch. And today we're looking for a lip gloss that doesn't suck. So today I did something that I never do. I bought multiple things in the same category. I just paid myself for my sewing business and I was like, you know what I don't have for my drag or for my makeup or anything? A lip gloss. I don't have a lip gloss that doesn't suck. I only ever buy clear lip glosses. I think that it's very silly to own more than just a clear lip gloss when you already own lipsticks in every color of the rainbow and eyeshadows in every color of the rainbow, lip-safe eyeshadows. And you could just put a clear gloss on top of it. So I'm like, why own 500 lip glosses? Just have one really good one. I went into my local Ulta, which is just reopened as of a couple of weeks ago, and I went in looking for the Revlon The Gloss. But they were sold out of the clear. So instead, found a couple other ones and I went a little crazy considering. For today's category, we are looking for a reasonably priced clear lip gloss that A, is the least sticky, that B, breaks down the least amount of makeup underneath, and C, gives a long-lasting high gloss shine. Ideally, we're looking for something that will hopefully not even break up eyeshadow. We're going to test that another day. However, today, this is our first impression. So today we have a variety of formula types as well as prices. Today we have the Smashbox Gloss Angeles Extra Shine, which is just a clear gloss. It was $20 at Ulta today. I didn't get any discounts, whatever. This one comes with 10 milliliters and it comes in a clear squeezy tube with a pipette end. Perfect for makeup artistry, or if you're just trying to be a little bit extra hygienic. We also have the Ulta Beauty Jelly Gloss, which I think also has a pipette end. Let's take a peek. And it comes with a angled tip end. This one, you are getting half of a fluid ounce, also known as 15 milliliters. Third, we have the LA Girl Gloss Topper. I just removed the plastic from this one after sanitizing the end. And this one also has an angled squeezy tube end. And in this one, you are getting 10 milliliters. Then we also have the E.L.F. Lip Lacquer. This one has a doe foot applicator. Thanks, I hate it. And this one contains 2.6 milliliters. So you're not getting a whole lot with this, even though it was only $3. So first I'll be doing some first impressions using some hygiene standards that I learned from some of the makeup artists here on YouTube, Angie DiBattista being the most prominent. And because I have no use for 4 lip glosses, we're going to do this in a hygienic way, and then we're going to give them away to my friends. So once we get sanitized over here, just in case, you know, just in case. First of all, let's do the Smashbox Gloss Angeles. This is an interesting formula because it contains no actual oils, so we're just going to stick that one right there. And which interests me because I want something that is not going to act like the oils on my face that tend to break down all of this fabulousness. Second of all, and I'm just going based on the order on my receipt, second of all, we're going to do the Ulta Jelly Gloss right here. Oh, that's a lovely noise. That's what she said. Third of all, we are going to try out the LA Girl Gloss right over here. All of these Ulta, LA Girl, E.L.F. ones, they all contain oils, which are like, oh, they're supposed to moisturize your lips. And I'm like, girl, listen, I already have a favorite lip balm. We're fine. And then finally, we have the E.L.F. Lip Lacquer, right? Ooh, hardly any comes off. Great. Probably going to have to remove the stopper from that one. So today I'm not doing lip swatches. We'll do lip swatches in another cut. So today I am going to just test these out on my hand, see what I think, etc. I've got makeup remover over there. I've got instant brush cleaner, etc. isopropyl alcohol, we're going to be all right. So, first of all, we've got our Smashbox here. This is the one that I'm most excited about because, again, it has no oils on it. So, this one, it just feels like a regular lip gloss. It's a little bit tacky. The shine looks okay. It's not thick, like it doesn't like puff up off the skin much, but it is still a little tacky. It spreads out nicely. We'll see how it goes. Then we are going to go ahead and try the Ulta Jelly Gloss here. This one feels, it goes like this, you see? Like it makes strings. So we're going to see how that works out for us. This one, you know, it also has some oils in it, but it spreads out pretty much the same. I would say it's a little bit more tacky than the Smashbox, but it, you know, maybe a little less shiny. You're not going to be able to see anything on here. It's fine. All right, next, this should be the LA Girl Gloss Topper. Let's see how we feel about, ooh, this one is not very sticky at all, but it, you know, it comes up off the palette, all right. Oh, but it sticks a lot on the skin once you spray it out. You see what it, yeah, we'll see. And then finally, we've got this tiny amount of freaking E.L.F. gloss. Let's see what we think here. Okay, for the E.L.F. gloss, I'm actually just going to go ahead and spread this with the applicator because it's going to be fine. It's not going on my lips. I'm going to be giving it to a trusted friend. It's going to be okay. So here we go. Okay, similar. Nothing to write home about. It's all right. We're doing all right. Yeah. I'm just going to go ahead and clean off my arm here with a little bit of makeup remover and then go wash it. All right, so today we're going to do a little bit of an experiment. Just wash my arm here. It's pretty dry. So what I want to do is I want to take two of the colors that I intend to use under a gloss. You know, this is MAC Whirl. MAC is owned by Estee Lauder Companies, which is it's a matte formula. Pretty standard. It's nothing revolutionary. And then we have the Dose of Colors in liquid lipstick in the shade Cork, which is a somewhat more yellowy brownie nude. And so what I intend to do is to test these out on my arm in stripes. We've got the MAC here. Why did I wear a white shirt? And then we've got a Dose of Colors. Let those dry down a little bit. Then we're going to test these lip glosses on each one of them. And then we're going to do a smear test. We're going to see what happens. My palette here, we're going to do this with 4 different brushes. The shape I'm not going to worry about because we're just smearing lip gloss on stuff. We're going to start out with the Smashbox. We're going to go from 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's take a look at this. Again, this is the one that doesn't have any oils, which is why I don't buy MAC lip gloss, because it's mostly oils. And I'm like, that doesn't sound like it's going to last very long. At least not from what the little I know about makeup chemistry. So, let's take a look. I mean, it's kind of picking up a little bit. All right, we're going to rub this off on a paper towel here. I'm going to get a little more. We're going to test it out on the liquid lipstick. Okay, not too bad, not too bad. All right, next we are going to try the Ulta lip gloss. That's what I'm just going to try to dab it a little bit more. Just going to, okay, all right, yes, we see you. All right, we're going to try it over our liquid lipstick here. Again, it's not a really fancy liquid lipstick, just a liquid lipstick. It doesn't seem to be breaking it up too much. I'm sure if I spread it down, it's going to do the exact same thing, but you know. Okay, third, we're going to do the LA Girl gloss. Let's see. Don't fail me now, LA Girl. Okay, what do we think here? Wipe that off. Okay, not too bad. Like, even if you like kind of pack it on. Yeah, I mean, like, and again, like, it will spread a little bit. And then finally, we're going to try to spread as much of this onto my palette as possible. Ugh. I'm just going to take a little of that. This is the E.L.F. one. And let's see what we get. I like the shine on that one. I mean, they're all pretty similar in shine, but I guess in a moment we're going to see if any of these hold up any better than the others. We're just going to swipe downwards. I know like it'll spread down into the next one, but that way it won't be mixing with any of the other ones. So first of all, we've got Smashbox. Okay. This is just a normal paper towel. We've got Ulta. All right. And then we've got LA Girl. I'm going to try going from the other direction, actually. Okay. And then finally, we're going to have E.L.F. Okay. So as you can see, it's pretty much across the board, just rips it right off on the regular lipstick. But on the matte liquid lipstick, a couple of them performed better than others. This one might be a bit of a fluke because like I started on that side instead of the other. Let me just clean up my arm so that I don't get makeup all over my shirt. Oh, come on, Dose of Colors. Look at that staining. Yes. I hate wearing liquid lipsticks. But, you know, you win some, you lose some. Yeah, now that I'm done cleaning off my arm, let's actually do our first of the lip swatches. I'm going to try a different combination each day. Probably going to do the regular lipstick for one part of the day and then the liquid lipstick for another part of the day. We're going to do one gloss each day, and then I'll come back with my findings. I mean, like, of course it's going to transfer. Like, if it's picking up the product underneath, it's going to transfer, so. I'm starting to wonder if this is why people buy glosses in multiple colors, because then they don't have to apply two different things. That's probably why. And I'm like, I don't care. After a couple of minutes, I do notice that this lip gloss doesn't really stay much in the middle of the lips. It kind of mostly just pools around the edge of the lips. Oh well. Okay, it has a distinct scent. It's just your regular candy lip gloss scent. I like how thick this is. It's like just like a layer of gloss. Like obviously this is going to smear everywhere, but yeah, I don't mind it. Yeah, this would be like a really good like sexy gloss. Like it's like thick, like it's like it straight up turns your matte lipstick into a satin or a cream. Actually blot it off a little bit. I need to work. Yeah, quite a bit stays on. Ain't mad at it. It does make a nice cream finish, I think. Doesn't seem to be sliding around too much just yet. We'll see. Okay. Goes quite nice and thin on the lips, although it could just be because I'm having trouble getting it out. Lol, of course, this freaking e.l.f. gloss is that I hate the packaging of is the one that ends up working pretty well. It's not staying glossy, but you can still see the lipstick there. I've eaten a couple pieces of bacon and had some tea, and talked on the phone, but oh, not bad. Since this one is so cheap, I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna keep this one. Since this one actually looks like it doesn't want to wear away all the lipstick underneath. Yeah. Might as well use the applicator, even though I hate doing that, 'cause then I gotta clean it off. Totally gone now, not surprised after eating and working on the computer for a while and sitting like this. But let's try the dose of colors under it now, under the e.l.f. As expected, it's all gone. I ate. Oh well. That finishes my testing. I'm back with my thoughts for now on these glosses. Let's just get right into it. So the first one that I tested pretty heavily was the Smashbox. It was alright. Ironically enough, even though it has no oils in it, and it has zero stick and doesn't like push the lipstick around, it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite to wear. First of all, it doesn't last very long on the lips, and if I were like an artist working on other people and I had the opportunity to touch up all the time, or, you know, I could even just squeeze out a little bit of this into a small container and be good, you know, that'd be fine. But I think that it'll be, I've already offered it to a friend, so she'll be taking it. Second of all, I heavily tested the e.l.f. gloss. Even though I hate the packaging, I must admit, and I knew this, that this type of packaging does make on-the-go application a lot more convenient. It's not as hygienic, it's going to get gross after a while, but it's also only $3. And funny enough, it's actually a pretty good formula. It creates a pretty good shine over regular lipsticks, and it lasts pretty long. In terms of quality, it's about the same as the Smashbox, but because it's in this little container, it'll be real easy to just chuck it in my bag and not worry too much about it. The LA Girl did end up being my favorite. It does have a slight, I'm wearing it on my lips right now, it has a slight tack, but it's comfortable. It's not slippy slidey all over the place. But it's not enough to like constantly remind me that it's there. It just feels luxurious, comfortable, it feels nice, and it's really good bang for your buck. It stays shiny for a long time, it has a little bit of oil in it, but it makes my lips feel nice. It just feels nice. It just feels nice. I'm biased. It's fine. I'm totally okay with being biased. And then finally the Ulta Gloss. This one was kind of a meh for me. Like I showed you in the video clips, it just kind of like pushed around the edges. It does create a nice thick gloss, but that's not what I'm really looking for. Like for me, the LA Girl gives me the best of all worlds. Like it's a slightly thicker formula, but it doesn't get pushed all the way to the edges, and it lasts a pretty long time. It looks good. Yeah, and I'm gonna offer this to my same friend. So there. Those are my thoughts for now. These can change when I do part 2, part 3, part 4. These thoughts will change. I'm just going to use these 2 up as much as I can, and then maybe when they're about half done, or maybe when I run out of one of them, probably this one, then I'll probably go get Revlon, the gloss. I know that was what I was originally looking for, even though it's the same type of packaging as this, but hopefully it'll be a little bit easier to pull off of the applicator onto a palette. In addition to the Revlon one, I intend to get the Danessa Myricks one, possibly the Face Atelier one. I'm really interested in these professional ones because they're more likely, in my mind, to be good as like a face gloss on the eyes, etc. It's only crazy people like us in the makeup and beauty community who would watch a 20-minute video about comparing different lip glosses. So, welcome! Yes, this has been Naomi and Corvin giving you sexy Joker realness. And I'll see you in the next video. Thanks. Bye.